Ah, hello there. Welcome to the fire. Death doesn't always have to be a choice when you want to retire a character. If you're looking for a change and want to take on a new role, consider other alternatives to killing off your character. One of our players wants his PC to die, and I offer him an alternative. r/dndstories, posted by bullheart_Glock. I've written down some of my group's adventures not only to keep a record of what they do, but as a sounding board for the D&D/TTRPG community to put in their suggestions. Our group has lost one player, 2 life situations, and 2 PCs during our time playing the Waterdeep module. They were all PCs, funnily enough, that my paladin wanted to make inroads with because these PCs were 1. A warlock with connections to the underworld. 2. A gnome rogue who could get places a paladin could not. 3. A shadow monk. Vohart's backstory is a tale of revenge. An assassin murdered his master, and he now has taken the oath of vengeance to find and end this assassin. Each of these PCs presented a possible way to gather information that could eventually lead to Vohart's master's killer. The warlock left the group as the real-life PC had moved. The rogue who joined the party later died, and our group was not at a level we could resurrect our teammate. We didn't even know where the body was. The third PC, played by the same player who played the rogue, was on death's door last session, and the player seemed unconcerned about this PC's death. The reason is because the player is not having much fun with this PC, a shadow monk named Miak the Friar. He was willing to let the PC die in the current encounter we're in, and find another PC he could have more fun with. Vohart feels responsible for the rogue's death as he was not able to stop the rogue from leaving one night to go rob a house and get murdered. Vohart also feels like this is his second chance to have a source in the underworld, i.e. crime syndicates and etc., was snatched away from him. That's when I came up with a plan to hopefully give him a way out and satisfy some of the ambitions and feelings of my paladin. I texted him out of game and brought up that our DM has stated after this current arc we will be getting about 6 months of downtime. He also suggested that any of us who want to try different characters could switch out during this time, and we get an appropriate story exit for the old PC and entrance for the new PC. I let the player know that Vohart is looking for a way to investigate his master's death, and if his shadow monk wanted to leave, Vohart would provide him with information about the assassin and his master. The shadow monk could then offer to keep his ears open during his travels. This way, the player can come back to the monk at a later time, and our DM want to use his return as a hook for the next adventure, or could simply use him as an NPC to do the same. So far, our DM seems open to this idea, and it frees Vohart of the burden of actively searching for leads for a time. Your thoughts? With planned character death, it could be a bit tricky because it doesn't always go off as well as you're hoping, and it's definitely railroady. It's also a good idea to leave a back door open just in case you ever change your mind and want to return to that character down the line. And I'm always down for collaborating with other players to help move their personal character stories along whenever possible. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.